Welcome to the show.
This is The Adults Are Talking, and today we're talking about Stranger Things. Caution, there will be spoilers. This is our initial reaction to the grand finale we just watched tonight, New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year!
That extra voice you're hearing is our son, our special guest, our son joining us for this very special episode of Stranger Things.
He's a teenager.
So we all just watched the grand finale of Stranger Things for season 5. And just off the top, what were your reactions? Let's go to our son.
I didn't think it was terrible, but I just felt like it was dragging too much in certain scenes, and there was too many emotional scenes in the middle of climax. Like, I felt like there was just too much, just too many, like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. They were, I think the whole world on Instagram was sharing that same feeling.
Yeah, it's like they're about to go do a major mission. Like, it's life or death at this point. The world is about to be completely destroyed. And suddenly they just have to talk about certain relationship situations, how they're feeling. And it's usually a rehash of things they've already talked about in other seasons.
Yeah, this planet's about to land on us. But by the way, remember last September when I didn't tell you that Yeah, there was a lot of that. Ugh. What else did we feel about this episode?
The character Callie, they brought her back, and we suspected her of being a spy, and then they just kill her, and it's just like, okay, so what's the point of bringing her back if she's not going to be any use to this season other than...
By the way, that's one of many spoilers in this episode. So just to let you know, this is a second and final warning. There are spoilers in this episode. What do you think about that Callie character?
Well, nobody liked her from season 2, so why bring her back? I don't understand. So
yeah.
And I have an issue with Robin. She was cool when they first introduced her in season 3?
Yeah.
And it was funny, her relationship with Steve. And then all of a sudden, the last one, she was kind of and then this one, she was annoying. Every scene, everything, she was just annoying. There was nothing likable about her. I just wish they made her go away, or I'd hate to say killed by a Demogorgon, but she just was useless.
Yeah, and I just felt like it was just kind of filler.
Yeah.
Speaking of Demogorgons, the noise you hear in the background is our very own Demogorgons playing here in the living room. So sorry about if that's distracting.
That brings me to a point of the Demogorgons. Okay, so this is another spoiler from another season. Okay, so when Hopper was in Russia, remember he was a prisoner, he figured out how to beat the Demogorgons. With fire. Like, they're afraid of fire.
Yeah.
Suddenly this season, no one knows what to do when the Demogorgons come.
Yeah.
Nancy Wheeler figures it out. Like, how would she even know?
Yeah, this season, it was just, they rehashed things that didn't need to. And the things that they did need to remember and rehash, they didn't.
And these are geniuses. Like, come on. Like, what's going on here? And it was just really redundant. And my head hurts from all the redundancy from this. But I will say, there were some tender moments. And I think it's mainly brilliant acting. Whenever Steve had a scene with people, I felt like it was elevated. And
yeah, he's good.
He's really good. Him and Dustin's relationship was awesome. And I think the pivotal scene for me in this final episode, when Hopper had his conversation with Mike, I could feel that. Everyone can experience loss in different ways. But I think his point was really important. And I hope people heard it because it is true. You can go one way or the other.
Yeah, they had a few really good messages in this episode amongst the other trash messages they had. You know, they had a line in here where it said, just because I don't like you, but just because I don't like you doesn't mean I want you dead.
Yeah.
You know, and that was Jonathan talking to Steve, you know, and then that line that the speech that Hopper gives, what's his name?
Two paths to Mike.
To Mike.
When you're grieving, you can go on two different paths. You can go this way and live like constantly upset, or you can accept it.
Yeah, you could grow bitter or learn to accept it. Not necessarily like it, but just allow yourself to move forward and continue to live.
Yeah, exactly. And here's another big gripe of mine, and our son will expand on this. The scenes look like they were so cheap when they were running in the Upside Down. Like the set.
Yeah, I think everyone took notice. It felt cheaper this season, even though it seems like they spent a lot.
It looked like a Star Trek from the 70s. Even they did it.
What I don't understand is like they had all this time and money to make this, and it feels rushed and just thrown together. Like, what was holding them back?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, one of my personal gripes is that Jonathan and Steve were fighting over Nancy. I mean, you see the kind of girls there are in Hawkins, especially at the end when that girl approaches Dustin to invite her to her party, and she's this really pretty girl, and Dustin's like really, you know, shocked that she would even talk to him. You know, they have that kind of girl in Hawkins, but Nancy's the one they're fighting over. Okay. Yeah, that's, you know, there's a lot of things like that were really made this season unbelievable. And, you know, for me, the Upside Down made more sense. And, you know, that's a bad sign when the Upside Down makes more sense and is less gay.
And there were some inconsistencies with the era. They were playing music that was not from the 80s. It was from early 90s. I know I'm being really stickler on these things, but like one of the kids was wearing an ET shirt, but the year is 1988. They wouldn't be wearing ET shirts. And Gag Me with a Spoon is a reference in earlier 80s.
We're having our own crumbling of the Upside Down here.
Yeah, and they were wearing, like, I guess they probably couldn't get advertising from Swatch, but nobody was really wearing a Swatch watch. They were wearing, like, imitation.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they did really good. I mean, that's the era that I really grew up in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
You know, I'm at the last cusp of Gen X. Mm-hmm. So a lot of that did look really familiar, those kinds of dresses the women wore.
There wasn't enough mall hair, though, I have to say.
And there wasn't enough mall in general. There wasn't a lot of external scenery except, you know, at the radio station, in the Upside Down, a few things. But it just felt really, what's the word? Hyper focused on that one room they're in. It didn't really feel. It's really ironic, you know. We're dealing with multiple dimensions and multiple worlds, but the whole thing felt really small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it felt like everything was just about Hawkins. Like, is there any other world besides Hawkins happening too with this? And
you didn't really get to see a lot of Hawkins either, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what happened to those cops? The Hopkins there was the weird, goofy white guy with glasses, and then the black guy that wasn't as dumb. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
They weren't in it
Did
at
they
all.
get transferred or something?
I don't know. And we only saw like Dustin's mom at the very end.
So what we did like, I know what I liked was some of the flashbacks and montages they did, their friendships growing up. That was really nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Steve and Dustin's like friendship being strong again and becoming like best of friends.
Well, you were telling us that you wish there was a spinoff of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just Steve and Dustin like discovering new adventures. Maybe not just like the Upside Down or whatever since that's gone.
Maybe they become private investigators. That'd be cool.
Something like that.
Yeah. What else did we like? We like that. I like the twist at the end. Spoiler alert.
Oh, yeah, the very end. I liked how it's another spoiler. I liked how they show Elle off by herself and finding like beautiful waterfalls and stuff. I did wish that she and Mike would end up together having I did like how Elle went off and found her waterfalls, but I did wish that Mike was with her. They've been through so much, to have that little happy ending, I guess.
Yeah. What else did you like, son?
Oh, I just liked the shots. There were some actual good shots in this, even though it felt cheesy at times. There was some cinematic feeling to it. It wasn't just all bad.
Yeah, there was some really good cinematic shots that, you were really craving from season 4. Season 4 was so good.
Yeah.
They built up the drama. They built it up to a really big climax, and they delivered with a really big monster fight, really great music crescendos. And in this one, it was just so noticeable how like they almost just killed the mood every single time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it seems like there's a lot of crying men.
Yeah, you could tell how they were just trying to constantly emasculate the men in this.
It's just overkill. It's just like so many tears. Like, come on, guys. I mean, jeez.
Yeah, so anything else we want to mention about this initial reaction?
Murray was great. He was great in every scene. He had all the comic relief.
Yeah, he's great.
I know that they can't say the F-bombs as much because they have to keep it PG-13. I think there's a certain restriction. But why not the S word? Why does it always have to be GD? GD this. They were really strong with that. And it might have been a thing of the 80s. You were allowed to say that.
In the Midwest, I think that was big.
No, I mean on television.
Right.
Television and in movies, it was no big deal to say that. And then they banned it in the later 80s. And you couldn't say that anymore.
Any final thoughts, son?
Yeah, it felt like an exciting season, and then they just kind of made it lame. And
do you wish they had just ended with season 4?
I wish they had just added something else to season 4 and just ended it there. They didn't need to add anything extra to 5 because most of the episodes just felt like useless.
Yeah. Final thoughts.
I would have been okay if they had just ended with season 4.
Yeah, same here. They had some nice musical choices, and there's a few really great moments in this season, but overall, it just didn't hit. Final score for me, I'd give it a 6.5 out of 10. What about you?
6 out of 10.
5.
Whoa.
Well, guys, I mean, all the other seasons were really high rating for me.
Yeah.
Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was okay. Season 3 and 4 were amazing as well. I loved, I didn't like season 4 all that much when I first saw it, but when I went back and revisited it, I liked it so much. And I was like, "What? I love this. This is great." So.
If anything, we got a lot of great memes out of it, out of this season.
Yeah. The memes were more entertaining than the actual season.
So thanks to our special guest, our son, for joining us this episode. Let us know what you think down in the comments. Did you like it? Maybe you hated it. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? What are your New Year's resolutions? Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And
thanks for listening.